can't get into. That's like going to a scrap. You got a gun, ain't got no bullets in it.
Right.
You got a knife that's dull. The tip of it's bent. This is a sword. It's a two-edged sword. It cut both ways. It cut that foolishness out of you, and it comes back the other way and builds you up. What you got?
You know, one of the things you can do is like we so passionate about trying to get them to know the truth. When sometimes you have to get them to destroy what they think they know and ask them to prove what they know. And when they can't prove what they know, then they can see it more clearly and hear truth when it's coming in. Because you're going to be proving it at this point what you're talking about. You know? Yeah. Make them think. Make them think. Like, prove what you say. Right. See, it's not they don't believe the book. They gave up on Christianity and they think the Bible was a part of that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you've been given false doctrine all your life and told it's coming from the Bible, and then, you know, you do away with their religion, you're going to do away with the Bible because you thinking it's coming from the Bible.
Well, and a lot of it is they know it ain't in the Bible. A lot of it is what the heart wants to do. The heart wants to sin and be unlawful. It wants to do that because the rest of the world is doing it. See, everybody knows because the Most High say the five senses I give you when you birth and what nature is doing will set you on a path of righteousness before you even come to the knowledge of God. Just knowing that He say, I'm going to let you see the seasons. Grass gonna grow every time this year. Snow gonna fall every time this year. Rain gonna fall as this. You gonna watch animals. You gonna watch a male and a female mate. You won't see two animals mate with each other. You know, like that of the same sex. You ain't gonna see that. Or different species or different things like that. So nature itself will teach you a straight path until you come into the knowledge of God and where you move it to another level. So there ain't no way out of it. You're just not born just crazy as double hockey sticks. You know, it just ain't that.
Just like when Miss Kiss people just decide and desire to eat food. Like nobody just naturally goes to that, like, yeah, I want to feast it.
Right.
Learn behavior.
Unless you crazy.
Learn behavior.
Well, he was just saying somebody just go and just stick their hand in a pile of food and start eating.
You don't see that. You naturally see that.
No.
A pile of dung.
Right. But let's get back to the scripture, y'all, so we get some understanding. Let's look at Proverbs chapter 26.
Verse 2.
Verse 2. What's up, sis?
She was coming out with building and I'm going by in the van.
Verse 2. As the bird by wandering, as the swallow by flying, so the curse causeless shall not come. A whip for the horse, a bridle for the ass, and a ride for the fool's back. Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him.
Now, verse 4 says, answer not a fool according to his folly. And folly is just childish games, you know, simple things that he know as well as you know that what he's saying is a proper move. He's just into folly and just seeing what your mind said. You can't answer that type of foolishness unless you become just like him. You know, when you know something is just so crazy, you know, it's just out of control. You know, like maybe you see Gucci Man. Man, ain't that the problem? A tattoo of an ice cream cone on the side of your face? Boy, I think I want to get me one of them. Boy, what you think about that?
Ice cream cone.
Now, you can either look and say, either you half crazy or you done hit the Powerball. You ain't never worried about working for nobody else or nothing else. Where it wouldn't matter who saw you with this on here. You said you don't have to worry about anything. You know, but that would be foolishness to even think like that. You know, just crazy talk. You don't answer that type of stuff. But now the next verse gonna sound like it's saying the same thing.
Sure, right.
But it's not. Let's read the next verse.
Verse 5. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit.
See, now it's saying when you answer a fool according to his folly, you know, you have to answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit. Now, he's trying to say something to trick you up according to the Bible. There's a different type of folly. There's just stupidity. That's a level of folly. that where you know something so stupid you just don't even, man, I ain't gonna even dignify that with an answer. But then you got other folly, like a Muslim may come to you and say, well, God don't need no son. He don't need no help. He don't need nothing. He's his own man. He's his own. He don't need no help. What do he need a son for? Don't your Bible say, Isaiah 43 or whatever it is, 48, I do all this work alone, you know. And David said, I say, well, and how you answer a fool in that folly, tell him, well, this same David you talking about said in the 110th Psalm, the Lord said to my Lord, sit thou on my right hand. So I looked at him with the footstool. If David is the king, and he said his Lord who's above him, the Lord above him says, sit on my right hand. So if David is a king, who is in between? And then, so you're answering him with his own folly or his stupid question. Then he's got to think, who can I put above David now? I heard some say Solomon, his own son. Oh, so he's talking about his son, the one that fell into wickedness? That's Solomon? That's Solomon that started the Grimoires. That's Solomon that let all his women come in and worship another god in the temple of God. That's the Solomon that David, his daddy's talking about? And it makes it sound more foolish to him what they're saying. That's how you answer a fool. That's the difference in verse 4 and verse 5. The difference in answering, even though it sounds just alike. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was reading this too, you know, when we called this spiritual, and was saying this, I was going to ask you, you know, really break that down, but now that, you know, this verse 5 where it says, answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit.
Right.
If you can't break what he's saying, then
about your Bible.
Right, he gonna believe he right, and he gonna make you a fool because you the one saying you can't break it off.
Right, and you brought him the question of the Bible, or you're supposed to be the Bible man. So he becomes wise in his conceit because he's got you believing.
Telling you don't know nothing.
When creation is in the Bible, you got to make evolution taste like a belt white cow. You don't want to belt it again. So you quit talking about that man.
See, you see verse 4 and 5. Verse 4 says, answer not a fool. And verse 5 says, answer a fool.
Right.
That word not, you got to be very careful with that. Otherwise, they don't bind it right up and catch you slipping.
Right. Or some people use that and say, yeah, the Bible contradicting itself.
Right.
So you got to be able to break out verse 4 and 5 and explain what it means. Because it looks like a contradiction.
Right.
But there's no contradictions in the Bible. So y'all, we want to be extra careful.
Don't talk foolish to a fool.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't waste your time on idle talk when it's about this word. Now you just somewhere else slapping some dominoes, y'all just having some general talk, fine, idle words already. But when you're talking about this script, there can be no idle word. There can be no words because every word in this Bible is about life. What's contained in Genesis to Revelation is concerning life and living forevermore. So you can never